In this video, I'm going to tell you why you should strongly consider opening a Nexo interest account. This isn't one of those videos where I just hype up a product. I'm going to do a thorough review of the product and I will include the pros and the cons. In fact, I did a video like this on BlockFi a couple of months ago, and it's actually my best performing video that I've made since I started my YouTube channel. If you are not familiar with Nexo, they are a reputable financial services company that, according to their website, is disrupting the financial system one bit at a time. According to their website, Nexo has more than $15 billion in assets under management, over 1.5 million users, 40 plus fiat currencies available on its platform, operate in over 200 jurisdictions, and have a social media community of over 100,000 people. The reason that I'm making this video is because Nexo allows users to earn up to 8% annual interest on their crypto and up to 12% on stablecoins, which according to them is paid out daily. But it's not as simple as it sounds. You can't just transfer your stablecoins over to Nexo and start earning a 12% interest rate. There are definitely some quirks and details that you should know about, and in this video, that's what we will go over. Now, speaking of details, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you get value from content like this. The reason that interest accounts like the one that Nexo offers are becoming more and more popular is simply due to the fact that interest rates offered on traditional bank savings accounts don't even keep up with inflation. I pulled up Bankrate.com's best savings accounts list for May of 2021, and the highest interest you can earn is 0.57% through VIO or VIO Bank. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. Other major financial institutions on the list include Ally at 0.5%, Citi at 0.5%, Marcus by Goldman Sachs at 0.5%, and Barclays Bank at 0.4%. This is important because just today, news came out that the inflation rate soared to 4.2% in April. So the measly half a percentage point that banks are offering just doesn't cut it for many of us. Now, for those of you not familiar with inflation, it's essentially the rate at which goods and services we buy increase in price. The 4.2% is a high number and it's likely to be temporary depending on who you ask. But even if inflation is at 2%, you're still losing money if you keep your money in a savings account at one of the big banks. For the banks, this is an incredible business model. Over the years, people like you and I have given the banks billions or perhaps trillions of dollars just to get a 0.2 or 0.3 or 0.5% interest rate, only for the bank to turn around and lend that money out in the form of mortgages, auto loans, student loans, and credit cards, and charge people anywhere from 2 to 25% interest. Like I said, it's a great business model if you're a bank. Now let's talk about how an everyday person like you and I can earn some outstanding interest on our money in the form of passive income using Nexo. In my personal situation, I just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum here and there with the hopes that the price will appreciate over time, sort of like a stock. Now at this point, I don't use my cryptocurrency to make any purchases like NFTs or even buy tickets to a Dallas Mavericks basketball game using Bitcoin or Dogecoin. For someone like me, Nexo seems like an attractive option. Not only do I get to hold on to my Bitcoin and realize price appreciation if the price goes to, let's say, $100,000 a coin, but I can also earn interest while doing it. And with Nexo, you can fund your account in a variety of different ways. You're able to transfer your fiat currency like the US dollar or the British pound or euro straight from your bank account. Now, this process will take 1 to 3 days depending on your financial institution. You can also transfer funds from any other exchange or wallet, and according to Nexo, this exchange is processed within minutes. Now, once Nexo receives your assets, they will be automatically added to your savings wallet, and your assets will immediately start accruing daily interest. Now, many of you probably know this, but I have to say it anyways. When Nexo or any other company says that you can earn a 12% APY that's paid out daily, that doesn't mean that you get 12% every day. That 12% or 10% interest number is an annual number. So to realize that 10% or 12% interest, you need to keep your money in the account for 1 year. And the amount you get paid in interest really depends on the type of currency you hold and your loyalty tier and whether you choose to get paid out in Nexo token, which is Nexo's own platform currency, or whether or not you want to get paid out in kind. Now, in kind means that you get paid out in the underlying asset that you hold. So if you hold Bitcoin, you get paid in Bitcoin. If you hold Ethereum, you get paid in Ethereum, etc. So let's take a look at this chart to get a better understanding on how this works. Across the top, you'll see the different loyalty tiers. You have base level, and then you have silver, gold, and platinum. The only difference between them is the percentage of your portfolio that's in Nexo tokens. Now you can do as you'd like, but the Nexo token just isn't for me. But if you want to maximize your interest rate, you need to hold at least 10% of your portfolio in Nexo token to achieve platinum status. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use the base level because that's something that I would use. Now with the base level, you can earn 5% on your crypto, 8% on your stable coins, and up to 8% on your fiat currency. As you can see, your base interest rate goes up depending on the loyalty tier that you fall into, which again depends on how much Nexo token you hold as a percentage of your portfolio. One feature that I really like about Nexo is the fact that you can accrue interest on your fiat currency. Now, a lot of other platforms don't really offer this feature, and according to their website, you can just deposit your fiat currency and immediately start earning 8% interest depending on how long it takes to transfer those funds. So you might be thinking, great, I can earn 8% interest on my crypto or my fiat or my stablecoin, but what does that actually mean? Let's assume you have two people who each have $10,000. Now one person, person A, has it on the Nexo platform earning an 8% interest, and the other person, person B, has it in a Citibank savings account earning 0.5% interest. Now person B, who had their 10 grand at Citibank, would have $10,500 after 10 years and $11,050 after 20 years. Meanwhile, person A, who had their 10 grand at Nexo over that same period of time, would have $21,600 after 10 years and $46,600 after 20 years. That's a big difference, and I just wanted to show you that to provide some context between a 0.5% interest rate and an 8% interest rate. I think the biggest reluctancy of people to use one of these interest rate products offered by Nexo or BlockFi is security. Now personally, I see both sides of the argument. Now would I personally put all of my assets in a Nexo interest account? No, I wouldn't. But again, this is something that's highly subjective based on your risk tolerance and your overall view of the financial markets. With that said, Nexo does have an entire portion of their website dedicated to security. Now, I won't go over the details, but in summary, they talk about their insurance, how they are highly collateralized, how they leverage bank-grade storage, and their use of two-factor authentication. But at the end of the day, your assets are not FDIC insured, and I think that's a stamp of approval that many consumers look for. Other potential risks that you should be aware of is the overall volatile nature of cryptocurrencies in general. Now, some are obviously more volatile than others, but if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you are generally aware of this price fluctuation. The other risk or unknown is the fact that no one knows how long these interest rates will be around for. They could be around for 1 year, or they could be around for 20 years. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. The other risk or downside is the fact that you can't make withdrawals as you please. So before you open one of these accounts, please be sure to read the disclaimers and the policies and any associating fees around withdrawals based on your needs. In summary, if your money is just collecting dust, then I would strongly consider opening an interest account at Nexo or at BlockFi. Now, if you're like me and just have some Bitcoin or Ethereum or even some extra cash laying around, why not earn some lucrative interest on it while these programs are around? Where to put your money and how to invest your money is really subjective. It depends on a variety of factors, and no two people are the same. Now, personally, I would not feel comfortable putting more than 5 or 10% of my liquid assets on a platform like this, and even that's on the higher end. Now, that's my personal preference, but if I were to offer advice, I would not put my entire life savings in a Nexo interest account. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a video. I tried to keep this video short and sweet and to the point, and I make videos like this on crypto and the stock market and personal finance 2 to 3 times a week, so make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.